My hands tremble as I stare at the glow of my phone screen. Each word feels like a punch to the gut. Asterisk James, we decided Emily's family needs the inheritance more. I hope you understand. Asterisk, my mother's message drops like a lead weight into the silence of the adoption office, where I'm signing the last of the paperwork to become a father. After years of being an invisible son, they've now erased me completely from what was promised. I'm James Wilson, 34 years old, a youth counselor, a man who's learned to stretch every cent in a modest apartment, building a quiet future they never noticed. For over a decade, I've watched from the sidelines as Emily, my sister, the golden child, drained them dry with every crisis. Her husband's failed startups, her mounting debt, their fragile life propped up by the family's blind devotion. The inheritance, $3 million from our grandmother, was supposed to be split evenly when we turned 35. That was the deal. But fairness never had a seat at our family table. I overheard their decision weeks ago at a barbecue. My father's voice, hushed but biting, asterisk, Emily's behind again. James doesn't need the money. He's alone. Asterisk, they didn't know I wasn't alone. Not really. They had no clue about Lily, a bright-eyed 6-year-old whose laughter sounds like music through wind chimes, or that I'd been in the process of adopting her for over a year. They never asked. Their world didn't extend beyond Emily's orbit. That night, I sat alone in my car, city lights blurring through tears I refused to shed. I called Sarah, my grandmother's longtime attorney. Asterisk, is there anything I can do? Asterisk, I asked. She gave a knowing laugh. Asterisk, your grandmother was smart, James. She left a fail-safe. If anyone tried to redirect your share without your permission, it would automatically transfer to you. Asterisk, by midnight, my half was secured. Not for me, but for Lily, for the future I was building in the shadows, a youth shelter, a real home. Back at the agency, just as I press my pen to the final signature, another message flashes. My father this time. Asterisk, this is for the best. You get it, don't you? Asterisk, I don't reply. I keep signing. Every stroke a declaration. A promise to Lily. The caseworker smiles. Asterisk, she's ready to meet you tomorrow. Asterisk, the next morning, I'm zipping up a tiny backpack, blue with a rocket ship, when tires crunch in the driveway. I open the door to find my parents standing stiffly on the porch, their faces filled with urgency. Emily's messages flood my phone. Asterisk, you're selfish. My kids need that money. Asterisk, I stay calm. My fingers brush over the adoption paperwork sitting on the counter. I've got a meeting, I say, glancing at the clock. Asterisk, more important than family? Asterisk, my mother snaps. Her gaze lands on the backpack. Asterisk, what's that? Asterisk, before I can speak, my phone rings. Sarah's name flashes across the screen. I answer and put on speaker. James, she says, her voice warm. Asterisk, it's done. Lily's officially yours. Asterisk, the room falls silent. My mother stares at me, stunned. My father's voice cracks. Asterisk, you adopted a child? Asterisk, I look them both in the eye. Asterisk, her name is Lily. She's 6. She's my daughter. Asterisk, my mother stammers. But Emily's kids, the inheritance. I cut her off. Asterisk, you made your choice. I made mine. Asterisk, the next time I see Lily, she's standing at the agency's door, hugging a worn stuffed owl. Her smile is wide as the sky. Asterisk, ready to go home? Asterisk, I ask. She nods and slips her hand into mine. It feels like everything that's been broken is finally falling into place. My phone keeps buzzing. Angry voicemails from my parents, guilt-laced texts from Emily. I silence them all. Lily's chattering beside me about dinosaurs and bedtime stories. And that's all that matters. That night, as I tuck her in, Sarah sends another message. Asterisk, they try to move your funds. The clause worked. Your share's secure. Asterisk, then a second message follows. Asterisk, one more thing. There was another clause. If they ever betrayed you, everything goes to you. All of it. 6 million. Asterisk. I freeze. My breath catches. Not just my share, asterisk everything. Asterisk my grandmother saw through them. She knew who they really were. And she protected me in the way they never did. I glance at Lily, sleeping soundly with her owl tucked beneath her arm. They tried to erase me, but I'd built something stronger. A home, a future, a reason. Sometimes, the ones they overlook are the ones who end up holding everything.